Hello, my lovelies. Thank you so much for clicking through to my website. And I wanted to quickly say a big hello and to introduce myself. My name is Addie, and I am the founder and director and sole proprietor of Color Conviction. This is my very small business based in Battersea, London. I'm just off of Lavender Hill in the Battersea Business Center, and this is the color and style studio where I am speaking to you from. I'm super excited to chat with you a little bit about color analysis and why it's needed, and also in terms of my process and how I do things. So, on to how the sessions will run. So, the sessions typically are about an hour to an hour and a half. I typically only see one client a day because I really like to make sure that the session doesn't feel rushed. I don't like to have back to back appointments. I like to just kind of keep it very slow and very luxurious, and making sure that the client steps away with all of the knowledge and the confidence to step into their new season. When clients arrive, I have a gorgeous selection of gourmet teas and coffees, Prosecco's, iced beverages. So really a beverage of your choice, a drink of whatever you would like. And we have a little seat on the couch here. We get to know one another. I help sort of talk a little bit about color theory and color analysis, help demystify some of the things that are floating around online, like vein color can help determine your undertone. And then we go straight into the drapes. So I start off with the warm drape versus the cool drape. I mean, and you can very clearly tell which one I am, can't you? Yes. So we start with warm versus cool, and then that is going to give me a really good indication for one of the two seasons that you'll be. If the warm palette looks great on you, you're either going to be a spring or an autumn. And if the cool palette looks better on you, then you're either going to be a summer or a winter. So you'll either be a winter, which I clearly am, a summer, an autumn, we're dialing up the temperature, or spring. Now, once we find your home season, it's over to some makeup, and I have some gorgeous, gorgeous Charlotte Tilbury products that I'm able to put on you. This is my makeup station. These are all of the tones and all of the makeup products that I do put on people. I do have Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer for those who really want more of a natural finish, but I feature mostly Charlotte Tilbury, very luxurious, very quality, very color purposeful brand. I find not a lot of brands understand warm versus cool. Charlotte Tilbury absolutely does, and there are tones for every single season. I'm wearing all Charlotte Tilbury, and I feel like it just absolutely works. So we start off with a little bit of the skin prep. It's very important. We start off with the Glow Toner, and then the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum, the Water Cream. It's basically a version of Magic Cream, but it's just a little bit lighter, and primer. Then we go through, we have a shade for all of the flawless filters right here. And then I go in with the Beautiful Skin Foundation. An even closer look, I mean, we literally have so many different options. These are sort of the cool toned blushers that we have. I mean, just so you can see, these are some of the top 3 for springs. I have you try them on just so you can kind of get an understanding and experiment with the tones that you really like. I have some beautiful glosses up here. We have some bronzers that we play with. We also have an eyeshadow palette for each season. Absolutely love the Uptown Girl. This is so beautiful for summers, as well as the Airbrush Flawless Finish, which is amazing. Such a staple product. Then once we have you in a little bit of makeup, we go through each individual drape in your season, and these are the gorgeous Kettlewell swatches. These drapes are extremely luxurious. If you know the brand Kettlewell, they're fantastic. They're basically a brand designed for color analysis, and if you go on their website, you type in winter, summer, autumn, or spring, they actually have clothes in those exact colors. So the drapes here also match your complimentary fabric swatch book that you get with every single session. But the final stage is going through each individual drape here, and we basically just compare and we find your subseason. There are 4 seasons within a season. We call those subseasons. So if we're taking winter, for example, you could either be a true winter, a bright winter, a deep winter, or a cool winter. My goal for Color Conviction is just to make women feel like the best versions of themselves. And whatever that may be, you know, style is whatever you want it to be. And there's no right or wrong way of doing it. There's just what's right for you. And if I can show you your best colors, it's this one step in the direction of rediscovering your confidence and really finding out how you want to dress. Because I always say it's like never a vanity thing. It's when you look good, you feel good. And it's a feeling. And I want to help invoke that feeling for you. And I want you to look in the mirror and say, damn, I look good. And that's the goal. And that's what I try to achieve, and sort of seeing the transformation happen. A lot of women that sit in my chair initially, they think, oh gosh, look at the bags under my eyes, or oh God, do I really look like that? And then slowly but surely things start to change in the chair. And instead of, targeting and talking about things that maybe aren't so kind to ourselves, it's, oh, I actually look quite pretty in that color. Oh, I actually love this lipstick. I see what you mean. Like everything kind of coming together. Oh my God, I look so good. So the language shifts and the self love really starts to enhance. And seeing that transformation and allowing women permission, giving themselves permission to indulge and to see their beauty is just really what this is all about. So if you're someone who is interested in learning about color analysis or would like to book a session, I would be honored to be your image consultant. I would absolutely love to have you. And if you have any questions, please feel free to fill out the form below. I'm always online. Just a little disclosure, sometimes my emails do end up in spam, so just double check your spam. If you don't hear back from me like within a day, I'm usually pretty on it with emails. If you don't hear back, just double check your spam. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and it's lovely to virtually and meet you. And any questions, please just definitely get in touch. Goodbye for now.